Do you want to make your very own photography portfolio website, right, that looks like this, where you have a hero page, you can put in your experience, you can put in a video introduction of yourself, you can have a contact button here where people will be able to text you, you can showcase your entire portfolio here, create a couple of pages and have your portfolio show up there as well. And on top of that, it's going to be absolutely mobile friendly. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, as usual, is head on over to Google Sites. Let's click on a blank site so that we can start completely from scratch. And right now here you are, and right now as you can see, we have a completely blank site. So under the site name, I'm just going to call this site Rudy Photography Services. Okay, so here we're just going to call it Rudy Photography. And on the site name here, we're just going to call it Rudy Photography. For the hero page, what I like to do is click on here, header type, and let's make it a cover. And here we're going to change this text here to capturing your favorite memories. Wow, that's a great caption. Let's reduce this a little bit to 36. Highlight the text and reduce it to 36. We can even change the text, maybe something a little bit more nice. So let's try this one. And now we're going to replace the background. Now to replace this background, all you have to do is click on this image button here. Now click on this image button and we're going to upload. So let's do that. To make sure that you can protect your photos, all you gotta do is head on over to Canva and put a little bit of a watermark. So you just upload all your photos onto Canva and you're gonna add text. So for me, it's gonna be rudyphotography.com. That way, if anybody actually steals your photos, they can at least check out your website. All right, so you're gonna do that for all these photos here. And when you share the photos, this is quite important. When you share the photo, what you really want to do is download and share as JPEG. Now, when you share as JPEG, there is going to be a big difference in the size of the file. But with JPEG, it's going to help your website load a little bit faster than PNG. And I'll show you right now. I'll download this as PNG and I'll also download one as JPEG and I'll show you the difference in the size of the file. So as you can see, this file here with the JPEG photos is 10.8 megabytes. Very small for 27 photos. And here 107 megabytes. So you're gonna see a big difference in site speed if you upload all of the JPEG files versus all of the PNG files. So make sure you pick the JPEG files. Very important. Okay, next. So let's go back to the website. Now we click image, upload, and we're just going to upload one of these images here. We're going to call it, let's say this one. There you go, capturing your favorite memories. Let's make this 3 words actually. Capturing unforgettable memories. Wow, that's great. Okay, let's copy this and let's make it like that. Isn't this cool? Very cool. Okay, and now next we're going to add your experience. So click on this text box and just drag it like so. 10 years experience. Highlight the whole thing. Center it. Okay, now you want to change this maybe to a heading, or you can just do normal text and just make it bigger. 18 maybe, and let's pick Georgia just because it aligns with our current text. So you really just want to keep to maybe 1 to 2 text fonts in your website. I like to stick to that. And then next, copy this, and then you can just drag it here. And you just do this a couple more times. It does get a little bit tedious, but that's just how it is with these website builders. Now, just remember that people are going to be reading your website from their phone 80% of the time. So this is why you want to make sure that on the phone it looks good. So if you want to preview, just click on this button here, and you can preview your website in phone format. Now you do want to preview your website in phone format because a lot of people will be looking at your website on their phone. So next, let's tell the people a little bit about yourself. So to do that, we're going to add one of these content blocks here. So just click on that. And now in this picture here, you can just click on it and then you can click upload and you can just upload your picture. And you can also add an introduction about yourself. So what we will do is just let Gemini write something about this guy named Toady Bonanza. You're going to try to write your hook in this section right here. And all I did was paste, right? Done. So easy. Now this big top here, I think I'll just get rid of it. Doesn't matter too much anymore. So I'll just delete that. And look at that. How good is that? Now, an even better idea, I believe, is to, instead of using a picture, you delete this picture and you click on YouTube. So you click on YouTube and you just choose the video that you want. So let's just say, for example, I want to put this video. Let's assume that this is your video. I don't know whose video this is. This is just an example. And then you click insert and you just drag that to here, and there you go. Day in the life of a wedding photographer. Now, if I was a customer and I click on that and I vibe with you, I think that would close your sale at a better rate, right? And so there you go. This section about you is all done. Next, let's look at your portfolio, right? It's time to get down to the important stuff. Okay, so what we want to do here is just add another text box, and here we're going to put my portfolio. That's what we're going to label this. You can just increase the text once again to 18, change it once again to Georgia, and put it in the middle, bold. Next, we're going to create another section. Now, this section is where you're finally going to be showing your photos. So, and now we are going to finally showcase your work. Wow, that took a while. So click on image carousel, click on plus, upload image, and let's just go to all the wedding photos here. Okay, and we're going to insert them. Now you're going to drag this across the screen so that it's as big as possible, and also drag it to the lowest as much as possible so that way you can totally showcase your work. You can completely showcase your work. Isn't that lovely, right? That is great. So right now, so far so good. Everything is looking very good. You can see your portfolio, and maybe in between here we're going to add another one that's just called wedding photos photography, right? And we're going to keep the same, exactly the same font. We're going to move it to the middle. Once again, we're going to increase the size of the font, and here you go, wedding photography. And let's just do a quick preview. Click on here, and right now your website is really taking shape. You can see the wedding portfolio here. It's starting to look very nice. At least it is functioning. If somebody, this is really where you want to impress them. Okay, so next, you can just add more portfolios. So you can maybe copy this, right? Drag it all the way down here, and let's just call this real estate. But you kind of start to see where this is going, right? So this part is easy. Now all you have to do is just copy and paste, drag it all the way below here, real estate photography, change the photos, right? You can just delete everything and upload all the real estate photos. There you go. Okay, I know these two definitely bread and butter for a lot of photographers. Real estate and weddings, that's enough for them to put their kids through many colleges. And There you go. Now you have a nice hero section. You have your experience. You have your description, a video introduction, your portfolio with pictures and slideshows of your work. You are already looking like a professional photographer ready to market their services. Now, if you want to showcase even more of your work, all you have to do is create more pages so that your front page doesn't look too cluttered, right? So what we can do is click on pages right here, click on another page. Let's just call it wedding photography. Click done. And now immediately you can see on our menu, it says here wedding photography. And when we preview and look at it on mobile, let's just look at it on mobile right now. We have a little hamburger here. It's called hamburger. It's a menu. And when you click, look at that. You now have 2 pages. Okay. Look, this one is called wedding photography. We haven't done anything on that page yet, but you can see that it's there. Very fun to do. Let's go back. And as you can see just now, this font was a little bit too big, and it's also not the same as the font on our website. So we want to change that to 36, and let's pick the font Georgia again. And notice I forgot to highlight the text, so the text did not change. So let's go again, this to 36. So now you can see it changed because I did highlight it. And let's click on Georgia, and there you go. And now that looks pretty good. So instead of an image carousel now, all I want to do is place placeholders. Just place as many placeholders as you can. And here you can start to put, even more images, right? More images of the weddings that you've done. And that way the brides can kind of pick and choose what kind of photos they would like to have, what kind of angles they want you to take. Let's just click on even more. So let's just upload some photos like this. Right, a lot of couples would love to be able to direct, the kind of angles they want for their wedding photos. There you go. Right, very good. So here you can showcase even more of your work, and we can even do one more. That's just called real estate, maybe. So let's just go to pages and then add pages, and let's just call this one real estate. I'll do one more. Click done. And instead of wedding, now we want to change this, right? Probably to now we want to change this probably to a real estate one. So you want to change this hero image, go to image, upload, and let's just pick a nice real estate one. This one's good. There you go. And once again, this highlight, change it to 36, change the font to Georgia. Okay, and now, so for real estate, maybe let's say you do a photography for vacation rental. So you just add a text box here, and you're just going to add some hook text here so that, the owner kind of feel like, okay, they know what they're talking about, they know what they're doing, they're in line with my goals, right? So here we're going to say Airbnb is a visual search engine. If your first photo doesn't stop the scroll, your price point doesn't even matter. Wow, very powerful. So what would be cool to do here is it's maybe something like just add a text box. Let's just call this Villa Emerald, for example. Again, we're going to use the same fonts. Nothing crazy. And next to this, we're going to add the image carousel. So once again, let's just add some images here, insert, and let's just put that here. So that way we can describe the property that we just took a picture of, maybe talk about why we took the picture a certain way, right? So here you're just going to perhaps explain a little bit about what you did and how you made the listing a little bit better. And there you go. I'm just gonna put in another one just so the website looks a little bit better, but you kind of get the idea. Okay, and so there you go. So let's preview this real quick. And here you can see, wow, I can see the full website. Let's go to my homepage right now. So this right here is my homepage. I got all these descriptions here. I have more pages here, wedding photography, where I showcase more of my portfolio. I have my real estate portfolio, where I again showcase, what I've done there. Very impressive. So now, lastly, we're going to want to put a contact us button. So very easy. All you're going to do is go to this page here and click on button. And we're just going to call this contact us today. And in this link here, we're just going to put a WhatsApp link. So or your phone number, however they can contact you. So for example, if you're using WhatsApp, this would be the format. And if you don't know how to get your WhatsApp link format, just ask any AI right now. Just say, what is my WhatsApp link for my number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is just an example, okay? So there you go. You have now the link. Okay, you're going to copy this. This is going to go straight to your phone. All right, so they're going to go contact you straight to your phone, and that's exactly what we want. You can put this here, right? Contact us today. So just click on that, and that's it. They can contact you. It's so easy. And if you're a entrepreneur who is just doing this all by yourself, okay, you really want them to be able to just text you immediately, okay? No waiting for emails, no missing emails, contact you, text straight to your phone. All right, guys. So, and this is the website. Let's preview it right now. So, and there you go. Look at what we have built today. A very nice portfolio, okay? With pages of even more of your work, right? Very nice. And you did it in less than just one day. Super easy following these instructions. So I hope you learned something new in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.